Hi guys, it's Marie, and last time I had you guys, I told you that I was gonna get some chicks. So where we're probably gonna end up getting the chicks doesn't carry a lot of the stuff I like, so I just made a quick run to Tractor Supply to get a few things for the brooder. Like I said, we were supposed to get our chicks. It's crazy. This chick thing's crazy. I never imagined I'd have a hard time getting chicks. We were supposed to get them, I think, maybe 2 weekends ago, and they were all out. They were gonna get some more. Called. They got some. Sold out within hours. So I was like, well, heck. So called around some other places that are supposed to be getting theirs, I think, in 2 weeks. There's 2 different places that are gonna get some in 2 weeks. So that's still an option. But called the place that sold out, because they've been getting them very regularly, like every 3 days. And I talked to her, and they were supposed to get them yesterday, which was Wednesday, and they said that it got delayed, so they were going to they were supposed to come in Friday morning, but she said they'd had about 40 calls on them already. So thinking I'm probably not going to get any. I'm going to try, which will be Friday, and I have to work, but I'm going to try to leave work. So they get them in at 8, she said, but they don't usually start selling them until 10, give them a chance to kind of settle, because they just went through the mail. So I'm gonna try to leave work, get there a little before 10, and see what it's like. If it's a madhouse, I'm not standing in an hour line or fighting for chicks. We'll just wait for the other places, and this place has been getting them really regularly. I'm assuming hoping I shouldn't say assuming, I'm hoping once the rush, everyone kind of gets the rush over, then it'll just go back to normal. However, I thought, well, maybe I've never done the hatchery. Maybe I'll order from a hatchery and just kind of see what that's like. I only want 3 or 4 chicks, and most hatcheries have like a 10 or 15 minimum. However, there are a couple that had 3, and I thought, well, even if I do 10 or 15, there's so many people that want chicks. If I didn't want them all, I'm sure I could find homes for the chicks I didn't want. Gunner's done eating breakfast and decided to come join us. So yeah, so I got on 3 or 4 of the big hatcheries. I mean, they're out until June or July, and this is February, early February. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. I guess this egg thing, I know like some big chicken farms have burnt down. Just another conspiracy thing going on. I don't know what's going on. I just want to get some chicks, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I just want to show you the little haul I got from Tractor Supply. Kind of explain what I usually do, what I get. So the first main thing I like to get is this bedding. I get the flake, which the flake is just sit over here a little bit. The flake is just bigger. It's bigger over here. They have fine or they have flake. So kind of explanation there. The flake, I find with the babies is just better, because sometimes they want to nibble on the fine stuff. They're still figuring out what's food, what's not, and I really don't want them eating it. Plus, it's just kind of easier to clean up, not quite such a mess. So this is what I go for. This is just Tractor Supply's brand. You can get any brand you want. All your feed stores are going to have it. Although make sure it's pine and not cedar. Cedar has oils on it. That's not good for the baby chicks. So definitely want to go with pine if you do wood shavings. Some people just put newspaper or paper towels. They make like these little pellets. They're like, I think they're recycled paper, but they're like little pellets. They make those. I tried those. But I tried them with the ducks. So I didn't try them with the chicks. And ducks are just nastier, messier babies. But I didn't like them as well. You can use whatever you want. Just make sure you use something that the babies can get a good footing. Because if not, they can get leg problems if they're slipping aside. And if you use something slick. So yeah. So first thing, I'll line it in the brooder. I left the brooding in the other room. And I haven't got it ready yet, because I don't know when I'm getting chicks. It could be a month. Who knows. But and then here, let's see what we got. I just got the Dumar chick starter and grower. I normally feed a different pellet, a different feed when they get a little older, when they're laying. I just like a little higher quality. But Tractor Supply, this is kind of their brand, I think. And that's all they had. The only other kind they had was medicated. And my preference, I don't like to give the babies medicated feed. But that's up to you what you do with that. It does have the starter and grower. Sometimes you will just find starter. If that's the case, then as they start getting feathered out, getting a little bigger, you'll change them to grower. And then once they get to the age of laying, even roosters are not going to lay, but once they get that age, you're going to switch them over to a layer feed. So yeah, so you definitely want this. It's got all the stuff they need in it. Sometimes I will put grit in there just to help them kind of digest it. I didn't find any yet there, so when I go to pick the baby chicks up, hopefully wherever I get them has some grit, and I might purchase some of that. Like I said, I have a ton of this stuff from past raising baby chicks, but it's in a box, and we've moved 2 or 3 times now. We've got storage units, and I couldn't find it. So I bought all new feed and waters. As you can see, this is the feeder. Kind of keeps the babies from getting in the feed, because as you know, babies will want to get in there and scratch. That's just like a chicken's natural thing. And then this is the water. When you first get the babies, you'll want to put some stones, or I have these little like smooth glass, you know, the decorative little beads that I put in there, because baby chicks can drown. Even in this little bit of water, they can drown. So you want to put something in here. They do make like little foam inserts you can put in there. I just used a little rocks. They work fine. I'll show you that like whenever we get ready to set up the brooder. I saw they had with this, they had a it had lathe, so, and you could adjust it a little bit up and down, which I feel would be really helpful, because babies are so bad about kicking their wood shavings into the feed, and then you have this mess and you waste feed. So I was going to try that. My Tractor Supply didn't have it. I can order it, which maybe at a later date, I don't know, we'll see. And then the last thing I like to get is these little electrolyte packs. I think they're like $3 for I think 3 something for these 3 packs. You mix 1 pack, so there's 3 here, in a gallon of water, and then you'll give that to the babies in the beginning. It's just like a little boost to their immune system, rehydrates them. I think it's got like some, it's got some antioxidants, so helps their little immune system get kicked in and going. And you know, it's just stressful. They get shipped, and then they're in there at the store, and then you take them home, so they're stressed out, and they're little, they're new. Usually when you get a baby chick, it's going to be less than a week old, so it's nice. You don't have to get it. You can find it anywhere. They're cheap. This is just the Purina brand. That's what they had, but you can get whatever you want. They also make, I think it's a probiotic packet. If your chicks need that, I've never used it, but some people like it a lot. So yeah. So here's my little haul from Tractor Supply. And as soon as we get the chicks, if I can ever find chicks, I will show you. I'll set up the brooder. I'll show you using the heat plate that I showed you the other day, and kind of how I set everything up, and let you introduce you to the little chicks. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if I ever find chicks. So thanks for watching.